Welcome to CS-102, Introduction to Computer Science with HTML. This is your online class orientation. CS-102 is a fully online class, so there are no scheduled meetings or Zoom sessions for the class. Students work at their own pace, completing work according to the schedule found in the syllabus to complete reading, quizzes, and assignments. All of the information for the class will be found in our class Canvas page, which includes some information regarding the syllabus. Here on the syllabus link, there will be a link to the syllabus for the current class in which you're enrolled. Download and look through it. Make sure that you understand the information there, and of course ask your instructor if you have any questions. Also, this page gives an overview of all the scheduled items by due date, with clickable links to go look at each one. Any last minute changes or things that you need to know during the class will be provided in the form of announcements through Canvas. You can always go click here and look at the announcements. However, when announcements are made, they will be sent to your Hancock email. Make sure that you're able to log in and monitor Hancock email, because a lot of important information for the class will likely be sent there, and you will need to be aware of it so that you can adjust as required. The Canvas material is organized in modules, which you can access here on the modules link. Modules are separated into weeks, so you can go to the current week that you're in, expand that week, and you can see all of the things that you're required to complete, review, etc. Each one of these is a clickable link to that assignment for the week. Quizzes are taken online. There's a link in each module to that week's quiz. You can click on it to go to the quiz page. You can click to start the quiz and complete it. There is no time limit from the time you start the quiz until you turn it in, except for the final due date and time, which is typically on the Friday of that week at 11:59 p.m. Quizzes may not be taken late. All quiz materials are based on the chapter reading in the textbook, so make sure you've reviewed that previous. And you can use the textbook while taking the quiz, so it is open book. You may not get help from other students or other humans, basically, while taking the quiz. It is up to you to complete it alone. Assignments are also linked in the weekly module. Assignments are every 2 weeks. The information that you need to review is in a link provided in that week's module. So you would click here and review the information. In this case, it's a video, so that you can review the video. It will help you understand things that you will encounter during the assignment. Once that's complete, then you can go on to the assignment, which is another link here in the module. Click to the assignment page. Review the details of the assignment. There may be links to other information to help support you completing the assignment. The assignment will also include important information such as the names of the files that you're going to create and modify, screenshots of what it should look like when you're done, and rubrics. Now, the rubrics describe which parts of the assignment are going to be graded and how many points each one of those parts is worth. So make sure as you're completing your assignment that you complete all of these rubrics, and that should ensure that you get full points for the assignment. If you have any questions on quizzes or assignments, the contact information for the instructor is at the top of the syllabus. Contact the instructor. Expect up to 24 hours to get a response. So keep that in mind when you are starting work, that it may be 24 hours before you get help should you encounter a problem. So make sure and start work as early as possible in the week so that you don't end up late Friday evening running into a problem, and then having to wait for the instructor. Having to wait for the instructor that after you've contacted them late in the week is not an excuse for turning in late work. The work would still be considered late. So just start it early and you shouldn't encounter that problem. Once your assignment is complete, on the assignment page, you will have a place to click to upload your file. The instructor will then grade the file, typically the following weekend, and grade will be entered into Canvas, and you should get a notification that your assignment has been graded. Read the syllabus late section to understand the rules and penalties associated with turning in assignments late. Make sure you're aware of that before you decide to go late so that you understand the cost of submitting something late. At the end of our 8-week regular class session, you will have completed all the quizzes and assignments. And the 9th week here is the final. Because this is typically an 8-week class, there is a 2-day time period for the final. Final is also online. There is a quiz portion and an assignment portion. Note the dates that they are due. There is no turning in either one of these late, so they need to be started and completed and submitted by the due date, which is typically 2 days after the end of our regular 8-week class session. Once work is complete and you get a notification that it's been graded, you can monitor your grades here on the Grade tab. This will show all of the graded work and your points awarded for each one of those assignments. You also will get an overall point total, which will help you monitor how you're doing in the class to date. Note that anything that has not been graded does not affect that grade. Keep that in mind. So if some things have not been graded and you know you didn't turn them in, the grade does not reflect the fact that you got 0 points for those. So the grade may look better than it ends up being after the instructor gets through and grades those assignments. So just be aware of that. Make sure that at the start of class, the start of the entire 8-week course, that you go through and download and review the syllabus. Again, contact information about the class, the required textbook with the information that you need to be able to pick it up at the bookstore. There's a link to Canvas here, information about the class, and the class schedule. So this is giving you a week-by-week table of what is due, the chapter that's due, quiz and assignment, and when they're due. And this is typically starting on a Monday. Due date is typically a Friday. However, this may be a little bit different, and that would be reflected in the dates on this schedule in the syllabus. This is the actual schedule for the class, so make sure you pay attention to that, particularly the 8th week. Can get a little off of that schedule because finals come in and shorten this last week. So this looks like this is only a 4-day period here. So, and then finals is just a 2-day period. So pay attention to that. There's a lot of other good information in here, such as the point system and the grading system based on the points, some rules and frequently asked questions about late and questions and the final exam, things like that, and some school programs such as academic integrity, and then some of the programs that the school has to support students' success in the classroom, and then some frequently asked questions or frequently asked problems that appear in multiple classes that have been accumulated here at the bottom. So make sure and read through and understand those. If you have a question for the instructor about something that's not particular to an assignment or a quiz, take a look here and see if the answer isn't already available. If it's not, then email, and if it is something important that should be in the syllabus, the instructor will update the syllabus or maybe add it here to this last section. Last thing that I want to cover is if you need help. As I've said a couple times here, contact the instructor. Instructor's contact information is at the top of the syllabus, and expect that up to 24 hours before you hear anything back. But do feel free to email or text message the instructor with any questions or issues. In addition, for help that you might need outside of the class directly, there are a couple of really good programs that Hancock students can benefit from. The first is the Mesa STEM Center. This is a technology, math, science-based program located on the Santa Maria campus that support all of these disciplines. Here are the hours and contact information. They're in the M building section on Santa Maria campus. They have student tutors that have been through these classes, so you can make an appointment or, depending on the time frame, walk in and find a student who has probably taken this class or a similar class and may be able to help you with something if you prefer getting help that way. In addition, Hancock has tutoring services available on the Santa Maria campus. They are physically located in the ARC Center over by the gym. This is a tutoring service that provides student tutors that have been recommended by instructors that can provide help for specific classes. So if you need help in CS-102, you can contact them and request a student tutor that has taken this class. The students that have been recommended to the center are recommended by the instructor at the end of each year or each class. So you are likely to encounter a student who has recently taken the class and has a good understanding of the material in the class. Both the Mesa Center and the tutoring services are free to you as a student requesting service, and the students that participate in the tutoring service do get paid. So you can set up either a regular meeting or maybe just a few meetings to help you over a particularly difficult section in the class. So take advantage of those. Any questions at all relating to class, feel free to contact your instructor. And if you need help outside of class, you've got a couple of options here at the Mesa and STEM Center and the tutoring service. If you encounter any issues outside of class that are preventing you from succeeding in this or any of your classes at Hancock, Hancock provides a huge list of student services, all focused on making sure that you can succeed as a student at Hancock. So if you encounter anything from transportation getting to school, support for financial aid, childcare, mental or physical health issues, there's probably a program on campus to help you get through those issues. So there's no need for you to suffer alone and have your classes suffer because if there's something outside of Hancock that is preventing you from focusing on your studies. So take a look at the list here, reach out to your counselor, feel free to contact your instructor, whatever you're comfortable with, and find out what kind of program can help you with any particular challenge that you're experiencing at the time. So take advantage of these. These are all here for students, for the student success, and they're free as to you as a Hancock student. The Computer Science Department is glad that you've enrolled in CS-102. We look forward to looking at your amazing assignments, the work that you do in class, and if you have any issues, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know.